Hey guys, welcome to my channel. My name is RJ. Okay, so we're basically going to jump straight into it. So what we're going to be looking at today is our virtual mining games. So we're only going to be looking at the virtual mining games. So that's going to include Hitbits, Rollercoin, and Satoshi Labs. Okay, so as you can see here, we are in my Rollercoin account, and there, as from my last video, I'm sure you can see there has been a noticeable change in the amount of miners I've got. And basically the reason why this is because I have taken up Rollercoin's very kind offer of dropping their RLT coins, because that is the only way you can buy these gold miners. Obviously the standard miners, well, obviously they are just standard miners, but the great thing about the gold miners is they are a lot more efficient, so therefore they are basically mining you more coins, but also as well is that because of that you can actually have less miners, but yet still have more power. So so basically what I'm trying to say is that when you're purchasing your racks, if you're investing and basically buying RLT coins, you can buy these gold miners and therefore need less racks to basically have a good amount of mining power. Because as I've spoke about in the past, and what I will do is, for those of you who are not familiar with Rollercoin, I will put a link to an earlier video in the description. Go and check that out, and for YT viewers I will put the link up here. So basically, just quick summary, Rollercoin is basically a virtual cloud mining game, and the way you accrue your power is simply by playing fun little arcade games, which can be found in the games section. If we click here, okay, so these are all the different games. So you basically have so this is sort of like Galaga or Galactica. I can never remember actually what. So this is like Arkanoid, Kryptonoid, and you just got some fun. That's like this is like a memory game. This is like a sort of slot game where you have to match a minimum of 3 in a row, and then the rows drop down and create new rows. Blah blah blah, all that kind of stuff. Like I say, go and check out the earlier video and you'll see how that works a lot better. But back to basically what I was trying to say, what I was saying is that basically when you the thing is when you start getting X amount of racks in your little apartment here, I'm not sure if you can sort of stack racks. So like once I filled these, can I then put more racks in front? I have no idea, but we're going to find out today. And then the other thing you can do is when you've got yourself 20 RLT coins, I'm not actually going to spend these today. I'm going to do my experiment on see if I can buy more racks. If I can't buy more racks, I might spend it. But basically what you can do is you can go in here, and for 20 RLT coins you can open up a whole new room in which you can obviously put more racks and therefore more miners. So firstly what we're going to do is we're going to just nip over to the shop. As you can see here, these are the gold miners and the standard miners, and basically as you can also see I have 11,000 Satoshis there. So basically currently I have and in fact actually we'll talk about that in just a second. So as what you can see here is this used to be one of the miners I used to buy regular, which I used to be able to purchase for 15,000 Satoshis, but then when Rollercoin announced their anniversary and released the gold miners, unfortunately these went from having 50% off to being full price, and they look like they're going to remain like that. So for instance, now for 30,000 Satoshis you're only going to get 6.5 terahash, but for 16 RLT coins, you're going to get 8 terahash. So like I say, right at this moment, it's a really good point to be buying RLT coins. And the reason for that is, if we go in here as well, firstly, when there is no offer on RLT coins, the minimum amount of coins you can purchase is 100. With the slider, they are now allowing you to only purchase 10, and 10 was 20,000. It is now only 15,000 for 10 RLT coins. So that's basically what I'm looking to build up to, because even if I purchase the smallest one, which as we just saw was at 16 RLT coins, that's still 8. I mean, obviously I could buy one of them now, but as you've seen, as you see here, I've been trying to purchase the slightly bigger ones, which are at 15 terahash each. So you got 60 there, you got another 60 there, and then I've got 16. So that's 78 or 76 terahashes I have just in gold miners. And basically this is what I was going to say earlier, my total power is 264 terahashes, as you can see there. My power from miners is 170 terahashes. So that's 170 terahashes there just in miners. And then I've basically got nearly another 100 terahashes which I've built up playing the games. But I've managed to actually hang on to that because when you play the games, there are certain levels. When you reach sort of level 1, you'll go from having just a bog standard white computer to a nice black computer. Then you go, and that will last you for 3 days, 72 hours. That will basically help you hang on to that power for 72 hours. But we've also learned that it's not the power that the power that it allows you to hold on to for 3 days is not the power you've gained building up to that bonus, but it's the power that you build after that bonus. So you've got to bear that in mind. If you might have earned, say, 25 to 30 terahash getting to that first bonus, and then you've just thought, man, I've played so many games, I'm sort of a bit fed up. This is cool as long as I come in here once every 24 hours, win at one game, then this power is safe. That is not right, and this is sort of the misconception that everybody had when Rollercoin seemed to come out for the first time. What you will last for your 72 hours is the power that you build after you are given that bonus. So if you have, say, 30 building up to it, and then you play a few more games and gain yourself another 10, it's that 10 that will last for that 72 hours. But you still have to come in at least once every 24 hours and win at one game. Okay, so then you'll get to bonus 2. That bonus will last for 5 days. That not 72 hours, it will last for 5 days. Then you get to bonus 3, which is what I've got, and that will last for 7 days. But I have actually made this bonus last for, I must be getting on for a month and a half, 2 months, and the way I have managed to do that is basically I am actually one of the few lucky ones that when Rollercoin first released this, they put the app on the Google Play, and I went to download it, and it still works, it still updates, but it's no longer available on Google Play. But they are due to release it again on Google Play, so obviously watch out for that, because basically the way I make mine last so long is the fact I'll wake up in the morning, and while I'm having breakfast or whatever, I'll play 4 or 5 games. So that's like a minute a game. So that's 5 minutes, but you've gained 5 terahashes, right? So if you play the coin flip, because the coin flip is actually the one that gives you the most to start with. It gives you 900 gigahashes. Most start about 6 to 7, and then you have to build up to that, but the coin flip gives you 900 straight off, so that's why I always use the coin flip. So build that up, and then middle of the day, like say when I'm on lunch, I'll play another 5 games. And then at the end of the evening, when I'm just sort of hanging out before I go to bed, I'll play another 5 games. So that's 15 terahashes that I've earned in a day. And basically that allows me to build my account, but it also allows me to hang on to this bonus, which means that basically as long as so if I'm in, say I'm having a busy day or busy a week or something like that, I actually only need to come in once a day to hang on to that power. As long as I win at one game once a day, I will hang on to that power. But like I say, what I've just told you is basically how I play every day, and that also, by doing that, has allowed me to build up my account quite considerably, as you can see, and now I'm sort of buying these RLT coins because they are such a low price, and it is the only way you can buy the gold miners. You can't buy the gold miners currently using standard BTC or Ethereum or anything like that. You can only use it buying these RLT coins. So while they're low, if you want to put some money in here or coins into Rollercoin, I do suggest that you, rather than just putting it in and buying the standard miners, put enough in to go and buy yourself some RLT and start getting yourself some of these gold miners, because like I say, they're a lot more efficient. You need less racks, and for less miners you will have more power. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to go into the shop, and I want to see if we can stack these, because I want to know, can I come all the way down to here with miners, or at least to like this line? Because I don't know what that is. Maybe is that my fridge? I don't know. It's a terrible. I mean, I've got some stairs there, so I'm assuming I have an upstairs. Maybe the attic is the new room, but it's a very sparse. It's a very sparse apartment, and it does bother me. And the fact that my TV's not working as well. Well, it's stuck on AV. Have I been gaming or something? I don't know. Anyway, let's go and buy some. See if we can buy some racks. So I'm going to try and buy another one, and I'm going to see if it tells me that I have to open if I've not got enough room. So I want to buy it. So go, yep, want to buy it. Okay, so we have bought that. Yes, it does stack. Right, so the great thing with this is if you could actually slide them up and down. So I could, because that's full. Why can I not slide that? I mean, well, saying that, I guess in the real world you do need a bit of an air gap so these miners do not overheat. So, but that's really great news for everyone. So you don't need to just go and once you get your 20 RLT and got that first row, you've got to go and open up the new room. So you might be able to get. So that's got another. So that's say, well, depending on how many if I buy the big miners or the little miners, but that's 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14 of these 15 terahash gold miners. So that, if we can build up to that is going to be start getting to some serious power, and then obviously start really sort of cranking up the amount of satoshis we are earning on a it's not, on a daily basis as well, but obviously the reward is given out at quite regular intervals as well. Also as well, like I spoke in my last video on cloud mining, you've got to bear in mind that will the halving affect Rollercoin? That is something that because obviously I'm sure these guys do work to some sort of difficulty when it comes to earning the BTC, the Doge, and the Ethereum. So when the halving kicks in, which is only a couple of months away, that could well make a big difference. So like I say, get these miners while they are cheap, but also as well, like I always say, is if you are putting any coins into any of these programs, please try and use coins you have earned from free faucets, such as 5 Faucet, such as Hitbits, Satoshi Labs, any of those, you know. I mean, even Rollercoin. If you're putting money, say from one of the faucets into, say, EOBot or Dual Mine, like I always say, you know, try and take some like from these little programs to put into your bigger programs. But obviously, if Rollercoin, because the thing is though, Rollercoin is paying. I did a proof of payment video not so long back, which I will put that in the description as well, so you can go and see the proof of payment. So Rollercoin is paying. So obviously, if we get our account up to a certain level, then suddenly this no longer becomes a feeder program, but sort of like an end of line program. That's also something that you might want to consider as well. But like I say, you know, try not to put money in these programs from your bank, especially at the moment. I mean, at the end of the day, the world has gone crazy. I've personally seen quite a few of my colleagues and also friends that do not work in the same business as me. They have lost their jobs basically because of companies downsizing, because of some companies closing, and basically what they were doing depended on those companies or worked in those fields. You know, and I'm sure many of you have witnessed the same thing. And at the moment, money, you know, holding on to our actual cash is paramount. But if we can play around with the tokens that we're earning in these programs, you know. So if you're gonna put something into these programs, use those and don't risk anything that you have in your bank, please. Okay, so that's pretty much all I'm going to say on Rollercoin. Like I say, if you don't know the program, go and check out those 2 videos. So you can have an earlier video that is a bit of a review. You're also going to have another video which will be an update, but it also has a proof of payment in there as well. Okay, so I'm just trying to think. I'm not sure if there was something else I wanted to chat about. No, I don't believe there was. I think that is it. So what we're going to do is we're going to leave Rollercoin here, and we're going to go over to the next program. Okay, so keep watching. Okay, so this is Satoshi Labs. So Satoshi Labs is basically a virtual mining program where you just buy hardware, and then what you do with that is that then builds up a certain amount of production, and then you just use the offer walls and stuff like that to build up your credit balance, which then gives you energy. And that will then start earning you what are known as lab flasks. And a lab flask is one lab flask is about half a Satoshi. So as you can see there, we've got about 3,000 lab flasks, which works out to be about 1,500 Satoshis. As you can see, again, I've not done a whole lot with my account, and I know, and basically the reason why is that it's just, for me, this program is, I don't know, you see, what I can't understand is that their withdrawals are on a massive, basically they're behind, they're behind, but they know they're behind, so I don't understand why they can't fix that problem. I mean, if you go into my withdrawals, I mean, a while back I did this, and I mean, they're saying that withdrawals are being processed weekly, right? I've had one pending from the 27th of February, and now I've got one from the 17th of March. We're now 10 days after this one, and a month after this one, and it's still pending. Also, as well, is that for me, a bit like, for those of you that remember back to a program called Contract Miner, where you just had to do a ridiculous amount of work to sort of earn anything from that program. I mean, Satoshi Labs isn't quite that bad, but with this sort of how they've changed this now, I mean, I can go in and do a couple of surveys, and I'll have that energy back up to 100%, and I'll have a few thousand credits in there as a balance. But the problem is though, because of the way they've adjusted that, you could have like 5,000 or 6,000 credits in there, but to keep it, but that'll only last you maybe a couple of days, maybe 3 days at the most, and which obviously normally I would not have a problem coming in and doing a survey every 2 or 3 days, but I guess it's because I'm just thinking back to how it used to work, which apparently it wasn't working correctly, where you could have maybe 5,000 in there credits, and that would actually last you about a week, if not longer. And now the thing is that, say you get sidetracked, you're busy or whatever. The next thing you go, I've got to get into Satoshi Labs and do my survey. You come in, and this is at like 50%. So the amount of lab flash you're earning for the amount of hardware that you've purchased and stuff like that. I just think it's almost getting to the point where they're almost, for what you're getting out, especially is the fact that at the moment we're not getting anything out because withdrawals are just not working. For what you're getting out, I just think it is sort of almost borderline that it's getting to the point of you're having to work too hard. That you're having to do too much. I mean, obviously there are people out there such as Bill Carter. I don't know if you're still doing it, Bill, but Bill used to go into the offer wall. He would go on to the what is it called, Ascendia or something like that here, AdSend Media, and he would just basically have his laptop watching videos for hours upon hours and upon hours, and that would earn him a good few thousand credits, but the thing is though, it's like sorry, I don't know why I've just clicked on that, is that I don't want to leave my computer running for 6 or 7 hours, because I've got other things I need to do on my computer. And the thing is with the videos, I mean, yes, you can split the screen like I showed you when I use crypto miner game, that I split the screen. I'll have half of it on one side, and then I'll have half of what I'm doing on the other side. You can do that, but but I don't want to sit at my computer for 8 hours. So if I say I'm doing work, that might last for a few hours, and then I've just got to leave my computer on using electricity for hours upon hours just to watch some videos. I don't want to do that. So for me, Satoshi Labs is starting to get to that point where it is just getting beyond where I just think they're asking too much from you. But also as well is that the next program we're going to go and look at, which is Hitbits, which is a spin-off from these guys, so it's from the same people. That is so much easier to use, and it's so much easier to keep your account up, you know what I mean? So you're earning, it's just so much easier. And it's almost like I almost get the feeling that what these guys have done with Satoshi Labs is almost to try and push people away from it, and for for us to go and use Hitbits rather than use Satoshi Labs. Maybe they feel that Hitbits works better. They're making more money from it. So really Satoshi Labs, what they're trying to do is get people to go, I'm fed up of waiting for my withdrawal. I'm just going to delete my account, or I'm just not going to use it, or whatever, and go and use Hitbits. Because Hitbits is so much easier, and you just have to put so much less work in for what you're getting out. Admittedly, in Hitbits, I actually have 2 withdrawals in there pending as well, but I just think it's sort of, I don't mind waiting because it's actually easier to use and a lot easier to maintain. So basically, I'm going to leave that there. I've just sort of given you my reasons as to why I am not doing anything with this at the moment. Or, if for some weird reason Satoshi Labs suddenly announced, okay, we figured out all the problems, everybody gets all of their withdrawals and everything goes back to how it was, then I might consider doing it again. But the fact is that, you're having to come in, you guys are putting in a lot of work to maintain your account, and you're not getting the money that you are earning. Like I say, you just seen there, I have 2 withdrawals, and they are from a month ago. The first one's from a month ago, and they're saying they're doing weekly withdrawals. Yes, in a video I did a while back, Bill Carter wrote an email to Hitbits, which filtered through to Satoshi Labs, and they said basically people are getting their withdrawals, but they're doing it in a chronological order. I don't know. I just think it's going on too long. So anyway, I'm going to leave that there, and we're going to go and check out the final program, which is Hitbits. Sorry if you feel I was just rambling on there far too long, but anyway, I just wanted to get my point across. So let's go and check out the next program. Okay, so this is Hitbits. For those of you that are not familiar, Hitbits is basically, it's another virtual mining game, but basically it sort of works as well like a sort of role-playing game. So you buy mercenaries, you send them off to war, and basically they then earn credits for you after they're pillaging and rampaging. So you can participate in these battles. I personally don't. I will come in here and I will just click that, and then that'll give me that amount of damage and that amount of experience. And slowly, as you can see here, about the last 5 videos I've done, I've been on level 17. I'm now on level 18. So it is a slow process, but the thing is, though, to earn money from this program, you do not need to level up, and I've proved this. So basically, like I say, for YT viewers, I'll put an earlier video at the top here. Go and check that out. That's going to be like a proper review. And for anybody else, check out the description, and I will put the link to the video in there. Okay, so sort of like I say, this comes from Satoshi Labs, and sort of like Satoshi Labs, the idea is that you purchase certain things. So you purchase mercenaries, you then have to go to the store and buy food for them to keep them their bellies full while they're off out on their campaigns and earning pillaging and earning credit cash for you. And that is pretty much it. That is basically all you have to do, apart from what you got to do is earn tokens to make your purchases with, and you do that again by an offer wall. So you just click on the $ there. This will bring up the offer wall, and so basically, if you use Theorem Reach, as I've spoke about in the Bitcoin Cash mobile game, using Theorem Reach. Basically, even if for some weird reason you don't qualify for the surveys, they will always give you a default reward. I believe in Hitbits the default reward is 80 tokens. So you can go through all their surveys until it tells you you've ran out of surveys. And if you don't actually answer any questions, you'll still get 80 tokens per survey. Personally, what I'll come into AdGate. And then what I'll do is I click on this one, the 42. I used to click on this one, but it takes forever. and no end of times you're being told that you don't qualify, because obviously the higher amount of points, then the more fussy they are on the people they want answering for those surveys. Whereas the lower ones, the 42, this one, you actually go through quite quickly, and they'll only take you maybe 10-15 minutes. But the great thing is that for 4,000 tokens, you can get more than I think it's maybe 11 mercenaries. So if we go into my mercenary cat here, this is my mercenaries. So I have 106 mercenaries. I'm earning 318 credits every hour. Okay, so and the food I've got will last them 444 hours. And what I was saying about Satoshi Labs and how it's so much easier to maintain Hitbits is if we go into, is it this one or is it this one? No, that's the count. So is this the contracts? Okay, yeah. So basically, for every lot of miners you buy, they will last you 30 days. Okay, so whereas, I mean, obviously a lot of people will say, yeah, but the, sort of in Satoshi Labs, they were lasting you 90 days or whatever it was. I think it was 90 days, the hardware. But to keep that, maintain that, you're having to go in, every couple of days or whatever, and do a survey, watch videos, do all the short links, whatever it is, to keep that energy at 100% and still have enough left over that's going to last you 24 hours or 48 hours. Because that's what you have to bear in mind, is the fact that now on Satoshi Labs, they are taking 120 credits from you every hour. Whereas on here, it works on a day. It only works on a day's basis. So if you buy yourself 10 mercenaries, they will last 30 days. That's it. There's nothing else. They're not going to start degrading or sort of losing after 24 hours or after 48 hours. They will last you 30 days. So as you can see here, this one is 29 days because I actually came in and bought these today. That's why when you saw on my dashboard that I basically had no tokens, because I basically spent, after buying these, well, that's another thing you have to remember, is when you buy your mercenaries, make sure you have enough left over to purchase food to keep them going, because if there's no food, they won't earn you the amount of money they should be earning you. But if you give them plenty of food, they will earn you that. So as you can see 5 days ago I bought myself 13, right? So I haven't been in here since then. So as you can see there, so basically once a week I'm coming in here, I'll do a 4,000 survey, buy myself 10 or 11, or what, I bought myself 14 there because I had some extra tokens in there from something else. I don't know what it was, and that's it. And then I bought myself 40, and so these are going to run out today. But I'm only going to lose 5. So if you come in every single day, do one survey for 4,000, buy yourself 10, and then with the extra, the leftover 300 and something that you probably have, buy your food, and do that once a week, and that will keep that will keep you building up really, really quickly. And it's not like I say, it's a lot less time, but yet you're still getting out that coin and you're still getting that payout. You know what I mean? So obviously, like I say, once you've bought your mercenaries, you come in here. So you click on the little hut, then you click the arrows there, and then this is what you got to buy. Buy your food. That's it. Don't need to do anything else. You don't need to do anything else. Just buy your food, and then that's it. So, I mean, obviously the recent video I did on crypto mining game, I basically told you on there all you need to know to make money. So I didn't tell you anything else about any of the mini games, the world games, the mining war, all that other stuff, because you don't need to do that. It's the same with this. All you need to do is come in, go to the offer wall, whether you want to do a survey, short links, watch videos, whatever else is on there, download some games to your mobile phone and get them up to a certain level, and then get a payout to you for your tokens, whatever it is you want to do. That's the first thing you do. So basically go on there, and then that will put tokens in there. Then go into your mercenaries, buy however many mercenaries you want, but make sure you leave enough left over to buy food. That is it. You do not need to do anything else with this game. Yes, you can go and do the battlers. Yes, you can, I mean, if we go into my, so where's my inventory? Is this my inventory? No. Oh, that's something completely different. Right, where's my inventory? I can't remember where it is. See, I never use it. Okay, so right, so this is my inventory. So I have 15 pots of small energy, that. I've got a book of knowledge, all this lot, and I never use it because it makes no difference to earning you. It doesn't really make much difference. I mean, I think as you level up, you might get a few bonuses here and there, but overall it will make no difference. So like I say, all you need to do, go to the offer wall, build up tokens however you want to build up tokens, buy your mercenaries, buy your food, let it roll for a week. Don't come back for a week. When you come back, you'll probably have enough credits in there to do a withdrawal. If we go and check my withdrawals, so as you can see there, I did a withdrawal today because I was in here, and you see, and I did a withdrawal 7 days ago. So I did a withdrawal of 37,000, and then I've come back in a week later and done another withdrawal of 28,000. So that's what I'm saying. You only come in here once a week, but yet my account is still building. And as you can see here, these are all the withdrawals I've had, and they are all completed, and I have had all of those into my wallet. This one at the bottom, basically, for some weird reason, I don't know what I read, but I did a withdrawal for 7,000, which was not actually enough to make a withdrawal, and that is just sat there which is my fault. But all these other ones, I've received all of those other ones. I mean, what is that? What does it say? Every 2 weeks. So as that was a week, and that's today, I might well receive both of them in the next couple of days. And that'd be cool because obviously that is sticking to what they're saying. That it might take up to 2 weeks, and that's it. Like I say. You do not need to do anything else. So obviously you can come in here and you can think, oh, flipping it, there's so much in there, blah blah blah, but you don't need to. It's just like the crypto mining game. There is tons of stuff in there, which is, if you're really into kind of that stuff and you want to play the game, brilliant. But if all you're interested in is earning coins, then I've just told you all you need to do, which is basically 3 things. Like I say, offer wall, buy mercenaries, buy food for mercenaries. Oh, actually, there's the 4th thing, which make the withdrawal. 4 things, and that is all you've got to do. So, looking at the time there, it is about nearly 40 minutes I've been yabbering on for. So I'm going to leave it there. But do remember, if this is your first time visiting my channel and you want to learn more about how to earn cryptocurrency for free, about cloud mining sites, crypto investments, and lots of other crypto related stuff, then hit the subscribe button and don't forget to tag that notification bell so you're alerted to all my new content as it comes out. And if you could smash that like button, that'd be absolutely brilliant. It really helps out my channel, which then helps me bring more content to you guys. Okay, so take care, stay safe, and I will speak to you soon. Thanks a lot. Bye.